Greetings and welcome to Hope Canada's inclusive and resilient live music and art series. I am Miss Kandice K.A.S.H, your hostess with the mostest, and today we have Vonnie joining us on stage. Vonnie, welcome.
Hello. How are you today?
Girl, I am so glad that you decided to give us some of your time. So we're here having a great vibe. I'm excited to see you perform later on in the show. So tell us about yourself, Vonnie. So where are you from?
I was born in Hamilton. I'm born
Hamilton,
yes,
big
sir.
up yourself. All, listen, homegrown, homegrown. Hamilton,
Born
land
and
of
raised,
waterfalls.
downtown Hamilton, born and raised. I still live there, like to this day. People look at me and they're like, "Why do you still live there?" But it's my home.
It's your home.
It's home to me. And it's a very good community there. I'm from Hamilton. I come from Jamaican and Guyanese parents. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And that's honestly what probably got me into music.
So you have the West Indian background.
The West Indian background. Like my parents are very like diverse with the music too. Like we listen to like Caribbean music, like soca, dancehall, reggae, everything, but then hip hop, R&B, pop, like all that, everything. So like I grew up with a lot of music around me. Like my dad grew up around like Yellow Man and them, like partying with them and stuff. So like music was a big thing for him too. So he literally inspired me.
Instilled it in you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so great. So I understand that you're not only a singer, you're a songwriter and a producer.
Yes, sir.
So you also do recordings.
Yes, singer,
Tell us,
songwriter, producer.
how did you learn?
Engineer.
Did your dad teach you? What?
It's a mixture of many things. I learned from my dad. I'm pretty much self-taught. I learned from YouTube videos.
YouTube videos.
From,
gosh.
Other big engineers like in Canada and stuff. Yeah, big up Jeff. Oh my gosh, amazing. He's actually the engineer for Dirty Dancing. The movie, amazing.
I love that you big up Jeff. Jeff, I don't know you, but big up yourself.
Yeah.
Because she took the time to hail you out because it
100%.
did something in her journey.
Yeah, for
Let's
real.
talk about that musical journey.
Yeah, for
How long
sure.
you've been doing it?
I would say I started singing when I was around 4 years old. That's when I think my dad really put the mic in my hand. The first time I really performed on stage, I was 4 years old at my grandma's funeral, my dad's mother. That experience was what really gave me that strong connection to music because
At 4 years old?
4 years old.
Oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
at that age, you don't really understand a whole lot about like death and stuff like that. Like I'm told that, my grandma is gone, but I don't really know that she's gone permanently, So we go down to Jamaica. I'm there performing in the church. My grandma's was a very well-known woman. Yeah, she's a spiritual healer. And the church was like flooded with people, like to the outside, like standing, like, you know what I mean? And the people were crying and, I didn't really understand what was going on. I'm 4, And as soon as I touched the stage with my dad, I sang "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
Oh my gosh.
To this day, I can't even listen to that song without crying, man. But I touched the stage with that song with my dad, and the tears turned to smiles and laughter and joy. And I didn't understand what was happening still in that moment. I see my grandma in the casket, like, laying there, but I think she's sleeping, I don't really know what's going on. At the end of the performance, I get like a standing ovation. Like the mood in the church totally change. And that experience really showed me that music can do so much. Like it really brings people together. Can bring the best out of people if you let it. You know what I mean? If it has the right message.
And I was not about to say that.
Yeah.
The message
important.
is so important.
For
and
sure.
I feel like many people have many messages, but a lot of people don't have messages.
Yeah.
And you wonder what was their goal.
Yeah.
Or, so in your journey, what was your goal? What's your message to the people, to the world
Honestly,
about Vonnie?
My goal is just to inspire. I just want people to know that you can do it. No matter what it is, like nobody should be here telling you that you can't do something. God put you here for a reason. Even if there's a certain thing, you try it out, you don't like it, or you're not good at it, like there's so many things in this world to do, and every day there's more and more. You know what I mean? So nothing's impossible. Like humans are very powerful, very powerful. A lot of times we limit ourselves and we think that, like man can't fly, man can't do this, but then an airplane come and, you never think a lot of these things can happen. But with time and persistence and
And
you know,
belief.
belief, yeah,
Belief.
strength, and
Believing in
there's
yourself.
strength in numbers. There's strength in especially numbers with people who believe in what the movement is. You know,
Is.
a strong team is so important. Like a lot of people think that they could do these things by themselves. Everything takes a team. It takes a group, a family. And if you don't have a family, you could create a family. I always say, like, you don't
A
choose
musical family.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't choose who you're born into this world around. You know what I mean? But you choose everything after that.
So true.
So what you choose to do after that is on you, and you can change your life from that decision.
Now, you said something that I always ask people. Everyone that comes here, I ask them, who is your cheerleaders? Who is your musical family? Now, we know their daddy.
Yeah.
You don't know is number one
Yeah.
in the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, besides from your dad, big up Desi Ranks in the building.
Yes, sir.
We will be talking to him just now. But right now, I want to know, besides your dad, who else would you say is one of your major cheerleaders, major person that if you're feeling like, boy, Vonnie can't do this, they will just give you that extra
Man,
push.
Definitely my friends.
Good.
And you know what? You think that time means a lot. The closest people to me, the closest friends I have right now, I met some of them like maybe a couple years ago, and you know, some of the friends that I was best friends with for years. I didn't know they were toxic. I didn't know they didn't want me to win. They didn't want to see me prosper unless it meant something for them. But then it's like, you don't really know me then, because at the end of the day, I'm very much a selfish person, a people person. Like, if I win, you win too. I'll never look at your success and say, oh, I wish I had that. You know,
Yeah.
your success is going to make me want to work hard too. And so we can all do it together. You know what I mean? It should be inspiring. I shouldn't covet what you have. You know what I mean?
You know, you say something so important, and I think that's a lot with the entertainment,
Yeah.
especially with the females. I am a female artist, and I show other female artists love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But I'm
too.
also a person, because of the experiences within the journey, you sometimes rather stay in your lane,
Yeah.
because it's not because you don't want to be friendly,
Yeah.
but because when you were friendly, they turned around
You
and
got
tried to
kick dirt on you. Yeah.
You understand?
And trust
So
me.
so now you're not even sure
Yeah.
if you want to be friendly,
Yeah.
or if you just want to be casual. Like,
Yeah. It's
hello,
hard. Honestly, it's
It
hard.
is.
But you just have to use your judgment. Every situation we come from teaches us something. I'll never look back on my failures or like, you know, past relationships and friendships as like, oh, I wish that never happened. Like, no, that shaped me. I wouldn't be as
That's
strong
an
as I am
experience.
today.
Yes.
I wouldn't know the things I know today. I wouldn't be able to uplift other people and say, hey, I've been through that too. Like, it's okay. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? So it's all
And-
about the mindset and what you do afterwards.
And what I want to say is, in speaking with you, I can say that I love your mindset. I love how you're very
you.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Optimism is so important,
Very.
especially now where we're all being pulled here and kept away from each other
Yeah.
and divided.
Yeah.
You know, they always use the division,
Yes.
some way to divide us,
100%. It's
like
ca-
Jack
it's- they
Cure
don't
and,
ca- they
and
don't
Sis
call
that
it
said to divide and rule is the only
divide
plan,
and conquer. You know
right?
what I mean?
So we have to be able to come together, and this is what I like Hope Canada series for. We are calling out the artists. We're telling you we're here for you. We're telling you the platform is here for you to come and showcase yourself.
Yeah.
Let the world know who you are. And I don't see a lot of people doing that for artists.
Yeah.
Period. You
Yeah.
understand? So shout out again, Moksha. You don't know. Love you guys, because
For
you
real.
create this platform for everyone to equally to come out and showcase themselves and
Yeah.
speak. And I just want to say, Vonnie, I love your mindset.
Thank you.
I love your optimism.
Yeah.
I love your confidence.
Thank you.
See, confidence is important because that shows belief in self.
100%.
Belief in self is important for you to get anywhere in life.
100%.
Because if you don't believe in self, you can't expect other people to believe in you too.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So I just the vibe, the way you come out, I just want to compliment.
Thank you.
Because I appreciate. Right?
Thank you.
I can't wait to see the performance, people. You ready? No, we're not ready yet. We're not gonna rush it. We're not gonna rush it. So what would you say, what is your upcoming projects? Or do you have an album coming out? What can we look out
Actually,
for Vonnie?
we're actually working on an EP. This is the thing. This EP has been like an on and off thing for a while
Well,
because
Corona, COVID, all kind
yeah,
of
but see,
thing.
for me, I don't want to use other outside sources as an excuse for myself because
Okay.
I'd like to take responsibility for that. Even I could say, yeah, right, COVID, yeah, I have a home studio. COVID, nothing. I don't have no excuse on that side. You know what I mean? But I do like engineer basically full time, right? And for other artists, you know, working on like their stuff. And for me, I try to put as much as I possibly can into their work. I treat it as my own. I
Right.
want them to feel the way I feel about my music. I want them to look at it, back at it, and be proud of it. You know.
But you know, you also have to remember whatever you put your name on is your
Yeah,
brand.
exactly.
Right?
That too.
So whether it be a
100%.
production, whether it be a harmony, whether
Yeah.
it be a vocal,
Everything.
whatever you put your name, whether it be interviewing,
Yeah.
whatever you put your name on, it's your brand. So you
Yeah.
always have to manage it.
Yeah.
You always have to make sure once it's out there, you're proud of it.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, girl, I see great things for you, and I want you to continue with the same mindset,
Thank you. Yeah,
the
for
same
sure.
confidence, and continue to show love, because that's one thing I find is rare. There aren't genuine people.
No.
You understand? And so when you have genuine people, people might change you, and I ask that you don't change.
No,
Don't let
I'll
them
never
change you out
change.
there.
Man, I've been
Okay?
through so much, but this
I
is why I am the way
imagine.
I am.
Let me tell you how
know?
I know you've been through so much.
Yeah.
One, you're naturally a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Two, you have a great voice. You have a great confidence. You have presence.
Yeah.
Other girls not gonna like it.
Yeah.
And so you have to protect that, because it's something that they can't have.
Yeah.
That's your authenticity.
Yeah, but and to those girls out there, I just want to say, we all have something. There's a
Special.
spot for everybody in this world. Nobody should be having to compete. We should never have to compete for anything. Like, we're all in this together. It should never be something like that. You know what I mean? It should never be nothing like that.
I
We're
hear
all
you.
unique
I
and
hear
special in
you.
our own way. You know what I mean?
I hear you. What's the song? Everyone is beautiful in your own way.
Yeah.
I would like to say that no matter what, continue moving forward, Vonnie.
Yeah.
Continue pushing new music. I can't wait to hear the album. When do you say it's coming?
We're still working on the date right now because I'm
Okay.
working with like multiple producers.
Right.
They're pretty local producers. Zane, big up yourself. Days, big up yourself. My boy Arham, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're trying to work on like getting the EP in like movies and TV
Nice,
shows and stuff.
nice,
So sync
nice.
licensing.
Nice.
So we're still like, you know,
Working on
all
everything so that
that
you
stuff.
can have
yes.
multiple
exactly.
avenues.
Exactly.
Good girl.
Right, so
Good girl.
yeah.
Good. So what would you say would be your most memorable within your journey, like within this journey? Because you said you've been singing since 4.
Yeah. On and
you're-
off too.
You're
Yeah.
I don't see you to be like in your 40s, so you're well in the age where you've been doing it for some years
Yeah,
now,
for
right?
sure, 100%.
So my question is, what is your most memorable moment within your musical journey? Would you say it was your grandmother's funeral?
That is definitely my number one most memorable, but I'll say top 2. So the second most memorable moment was like the turning point for me. There was multiple times when I had quit like just singing, you know what I mean? And
Why?
other people, I was not a very confident human being at the time, you know. And when you hear a bunch of other people in your ear telling you, "Oh, music, what are you gonna do with music? Music doesn't make money," all this stuff, and I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're not even in this lane, so you don't even, your opinion, no offense, is not really valid. Like, it's not information that's meant to be helpful. It's just criticism.
hold
It's
you
not
back.
constructive in any form. You know what I mean? So, but at that time, I didn't really understand that. I'm just there taking it. You're a child, you know, you're taking it in, especially from people who are older than you. You're thinking they want the best for you. And, you know, sometimes, yeah, in their perspective, they might think the best for you is like, yeah, just become a doctor or a lawyer. But like, man, if everybody was a doctor and a lawyer, like, we wouldn't have all the other jobs in this world that we have. Like, you know, who's going to cook your food? The doctor's going to cook your food. You know what I mean? Like,
And
it's
we all can sing.
exactly.
Everyone can sing.
Yeah, it's true.
Certain people can sing, and certain people.
The
just
thing
can't.
is, I've been in vocal training since I was a kid. Big up, Miss Teresa Cirillo. Love you so much. She's a very big vocal coach in Canada, and she's amazing. I've been going to her since I was a a kid, and she's doing her thing. I'm very proud of her. But the thing is, everybody has the ability to sing. Once, if you can talk, you can sing. It's just that a lot of people don't understand their voice. It's just like, exactly, just like going to the gym. Your vocal cords are a muscle. If you don't work that muscle, what's gonna happen? It's just not doing anything. Like, you just flip your arm and it's flabby. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing with your vocal cords. Like, you have to work on it and know exactly what you're doing wrong and try to fix it and work on it so that you can get better. And slow steps, obviously, but if you work on it, you can improve yourself. And you know what? I've actually seen people go from like absolutely atrocious to like amazing, better than some people who are natural singers. The thing with natural singers is a lot of times they're lazy because they already have it. It's just like a pretty face. They don't think they have to have a good personality because, oh, I'm pretty. Like, why do I have to? But then they open their mouth and it's just like, oh my God. Like, is that what's in your brain? Like, what is happening right now? Yeah, literally. I'm like, girl, it's okay. Like, it's good to be pretty, but like, that's not everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like anything in life. If you love something, you're passionate about something, you got to put work in it. You know what I mean? And as soon as you stop, of course you're going to fall off a bit. You know what I mean? So you got to keep going. You got to keep going and doing your thing. You got to keep like
moving forward.
Moving forward. Exactly. Right. So with singing, it's like the same thing. You have to put the time and energy if you want it that bad. And the people, I'm telling you, because people always say, how do all these artists are so horrible? They're like the number one artists on the charts. Like, yeah, because they put the time in. They have the links. They have it. There's so many factors to this game. It's not even funny. People think, oh, you can sing, so you should be famous. Like, I always hear that. Like, oh, well, this person's such a good singer. Like, oh, they should be famous. Like, fame is a lot. Some people can't handle that. Anxiety is a big thing in society. A lot of people have anxiety. And if you can't go up on a stage and not be shivering and shaking, you know what I mean? Like, that's only one factor. You know what I mean? You can't talk to people. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of factors to it. It's not just about being able to sing, just like how it's not about just being a pretty face. You know what I mean?
So you were saying that your second most memorable is when you were in a dark time.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Yeah, you know what?
Because we kind of came off. So I'm just bringing us back.
Sometimes
I'm just bringing us back to where we were.
Yeah, let's just see this. See this? Why you need other people? Like, what would I do if I didn't have Miss K.A.S.H here? Like, I need the guidance.
That's
you know
okay,
what I mean?
Vonnie. We're gonna stay where we are.
Sorry, my leg got a little bit of the best of me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
okay.
yeah,
I'm enjoying the interview.
My second most memorable moment. So like, you know, when you're younger, you kind of have a lot of people in your ear telling you like, oh, you can't do this, can't do that, you should do this, you should do that. And I think I was in the 12th grade, and that is the time of the year where you're like, oh, I got to decide right now what I'm doing with my life. It's the last chance. And I hate that they put that pressure on children, because you don't know anything yet. You didn't even explore the world. You literally go to school every day, come home, do homework, and go to sleep and do it again. You know what I mean? So that pressure was on me, and hearing all those voices all the time, like, it really gets to you, and you really start to think like, yeah, maybe they're right, you know? And I was like one of those students, like I was a straight A honor roll student, but there was a point in time I never really went to school. People would be like, oh, where are you? Where are you? And I'm just like, not here. Like, and I'm not condoning not going to school. It's just that I condone choosing where you want to be in life, because you got to know your environment. For me, in that time, it was a very negative environment. I've noticed they talk down to the naturally smart kids, and they talk up to the kids who just memorize a bunch of stuff. Smart. You know what I mean? And can't apply it to real life. So yeah, but at the time you don't really know that. You're just like, oh, they're older than me, they're adults, they're looking out for me kind of thing, and you kind of take it to heart. So there was a point in time I thought like, you know what, this is a joke. Like they're right. Like I was studying like in healthcare, right? And I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna go to med school, like do it, like, you know. And at the time I thought like that was the right thing to do because I want to help people. But that's not the only way to help people. Like we all play a part. Like not just that is the only way to play a part in the world, right? And at the time I was looking at it like, yo, like I need to stop, like, you know? And so I kind of was in like a little bit of a crossroads, and I was like, you know, this inner battle with myself. Yeah, like, what do I do? Like, you know, and I kind of just gave in for a second. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to do it. One day I couldn't lie to myself anymore. And it was like the end of the school year, And I was like, nah, I'm doing music. Because even I would skip class to like make beats and record music and like have like artists, like people come over. Yeah, like other rappers in the school and stuff, like come to my house and like record them and stuff. Like, and it was so much fun. Like, I can't even lie. That was what kept me like put life in me. You know what I mean? And honestly, if it wasn't for me straying a little bit, like going away from school and seeing like something I like to do and not just something that's just forced on me, I wouldn't have been who I am today. Wow. And because of that choice that I made back then to say, you know what? This is what you want to do. Who cares what other people think? Who cares even if you don't believe in yourself right now, who cares? Because you're going to move forward, push yourself, because you have to go through things to even get that belief in yourself. You know what I mean? I had to be knocked down many times for me to be able to be like this confident that you say I am. Like, this is not who I used to be. I used to be the shy girl, you know, back in the day. So that experience for me really changed my whole life.
So recapping.
Yes.
Because
long
she
story.
take us where, she take us
I
there.
went to like all over the map.
Recapping, I can say that your most memorable is performing at your grandmother's funeral. And secondly, making that decision.
Yes.
That music
being firm
is
in it
where
and saying, yes,
you
that's what I
want
want
to put your attention and your passion
Yeah.
to. And you know what? That's very big, because there are people out here now doing jobs that they hate.
Yeah. Majority of them, honestly.
Yes.
But I can say that there are a lot of people who are, like, I think because people have to really experience the job that they hate for them to realize, I don't like this, you know?
Yes.
And they have to put their foot down on their own, you know? So they have to.
And
it's
what
just
I'm
an
saying
experience.
is you decided to put your foot down on grade
Real
12.
early. Yeah. Yeah. And at that time, nobody was really doing music like that. It wasn't like now when I work with kids too. And now when they're in school doing music, like all the other kids are like, yeah, this person's so sick. Like, you know, but back then people looked at me like, oh, like, yeah, she's such a good singer, but like, oh, like, she never comes to school. Like, that's what all they cared about. You know, she never comes to school. She wants to do music. Oh, like, you know what I mean? But now it's like, I'm glad I did something like that back then. It was able to pave a way for the youths. Others. Like, I love it. That's how I live my life. That's what drives me every day. Like, those kids are everything to me. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to inspire more people to do stuff like that. You can do it.
So, Vonnie, I want the people to know where to find you.
Mainly my most active place that was like keep constantly updating
that you go to, that you check messages.
Exactly.
Yes,
hit me in my DMs and whatever. It's officially Vonnie. So officially VONNII officially Vonnie. That's my Instagram, and that's literally where you can reach me for anything.
DM
yeah,
you.
if you want to email me, I check my email often too. Vonnie Biz, Vonnie VONNIIBIZ @gmail.com. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget Vonnie. So officially Vonnie.
That's the Instagram.
And then Vonnie Biz @gmail.com.
Wow, that memory impeccable. I love it.
Oh, thank you. You know, you have to have some type of something,
you know?
to be an extraordinary host, right?
You're just special like that. You know, we love to see it. We love it.
I love you. I love your vibe.
Thank you. I love being here. Thank you.
Excited to see your performance, girl. I'm excited to hear your vocals, girl, because I hear you have a strong voice. I hear, you know, so I'm excited. People, are you ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to see the thing. So people, let me repeat it for you again. Officially Vonnie.
Yes, sir.
And then we have VonnieBiz @gmail.com.
Wow,
check out your girl. She has a new album coming out soon. We don't know yet, but it's soon.
Check the IG.
So what you do is send her a DM on Instagram.
Bug me.
And say, girl,
hurry up.
Where can I find your music? Because I want to download, right?
Yeah.
So once you start showing that and creating that, you know, that actual fan base for her. Yeah. I know you guys are gonna love Vonnie. So check her out, Vonnie. Thank you so much for coming out to Hope Canada.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to see your performance. Come on, people. Let's see Vonnie perform.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Vonnie out here representing from Hamilton. You already know it's a Moksha Canada thing, and you know it's Hope Services, Hope Canada Services.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit stuttery, you know what I mean? Running off no sleep is the hardest thing. You gotta work hard. No sleep sometimes. You sleep when you're rich, sleep when you're dead, you know? Do what you gotta do. We're out here. But thank you so much, guys, for the opportunity. I feel so blessed to be here. You know, music is life, music is love, and we're here to spread love and life. And Miss K.A.S.H, big up yourself. Wonderful human being. So glad to meet you. And hopefully get to do some more stuff with you. Loving the vibe, loving the vibe. You know, this is girl Vonnie again. Follow me on IG, officially Vonnie. Vonnie is spelled VONN, double I. Don't forget the double. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, run it with the first track. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Dribbling and dribbling. It seems you have forgotten. It's not you alone playing. You can hear the players them shouting. Shoo-be-doo, 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 wee-oo-wee-oo. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pumping and boring, but you're never scoring. Going on like a star, but you're not getting very far. Shoo-be-doo, 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 wee-oo-wee-oo. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, what me say if we do? Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. No man is an island. No man can stand alone. Pass that thing to the next man. Don't care, but all for your own self. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, oh, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo, doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo-doo, Billy Bones Gang. Whoa, 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 whoa. But you're not getting very far. So pass the ball, make the go. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Hooking and juggling. Have you forgotten? What me say? It's a team that's playing. You can hear the spectators, them shouting. Whoa, 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 yeah. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, don't Billy Bones Gang. Pass the ball, make the ball go round. Pass the ball, don't stop. Pass the ball, make the ball go. Pass the ball, don't stop. No man is an island. No man can stand alone. Pass the thing to the next man. Don't care, but all for your own self. You already know, you have to pass the ball. You can't do this thing alone. Everything you do in life, you need people, you need family, you need friends, you need love, you need life. You can't do that without other human beings. We can't do anything alone, you know what I'm saying? So you can't be out here being selfish. It's all about love. It's all about togetherness. That's what we spread every day, all day. Next tune couldn't be. Come now. I'm gonna say, ooh, hey, yeah, yeah. Ooh, say you'll never ever be my guy, and everybody act like them don't know why. They say you done do me wrong long time. You done do me wrong long time. He doesn't want me around. He's got something to hide. I think he wants a clown, someone to take for a ride. I caught him romancing in another girl's arms. It hurt me so much, my whole life fell apart. How could this be? But said you're cheating on me. At first I was sad, but now I am glad. Cause you couldn't be the boy for me. You couldn't be the boy for me. I said he couldn't be the boy for me. No, no, no. Couldn't be the boy for me. Love makes you blind. Cause I'm back. Now I can see. I thought you were special, the only boy for me. You've been telling me lies with some foolish alibis. Now I recognize the unfaithfulness in your eyes. You couldn't be the boy for me. I said you couldn't be the. He couldn't be the boy for me. He couldn't be the. Why? I'm too experienced to be taken for a stroll. I'm too experienced for someone to rock and roll. I'm too experienced to be taken for a ride. And I know it's not my foolish pride. I said I caught you for the second time with another guy. Boy, you never learn. Me look me in my eyes telling me your bag of lies. How when you are gonna learn? Got you for the second time with another girl. Said boy you never learn. You look me in my eyes telling me your bag of lies. How when you are gonna learn? You couldn't be the boy for me. I said he couldn't be the boy for me. I said he couldn't be the boy for me. No, no, no. Because I'm too experienced to be for a stroll. I'm too experienced for someone to rock and roll. I'm too experienced to be taken for a ride. Don't think that you'll forever be my guy, yeah. And you'll be wanting me there, still hanging. Come and say, hanging on the wall. No, 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 no. But I'm not gonna be there, still hanging, hanging on the wall. Big up, Moksha Canada, I'm too experienced to be. I said I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be. Oh yeah. Forever, I never. You say you wanna be my guy forever, but you'll never ever be my guy. Cause baby, you're not no for anger me. I say you're not no for anger me. I say you're not gonna be. I say you're not gonna be. But I say you're not gonna be there. You already know it's a little medley of two of some of my favorite songs. Anybody who knows those songs, you know tune. Anyways, this next song is called Good Good So. It's featuring my father, Desi Ranks. You know, he's actually the writer and producer of this track. This is probably one of my favorite tracks we released to this day, and it's one of the oldest, I would say. You know, but yeah, I love this song so much because it shows the relationship between me and my father. Like, I think everybody should know how important it is to have a father in your life that supports what you do. Father, parent, anybody, like family, anything, people who are close to you who care about you and want you to do well and succeed in life. And man, this man, there's no words to describe what this person is to me. I'm just gonna run the tune and you're gonna see it. I'm gonna say, good soul, good soul, sleep on floor. You're just good soul. Now come on, girl, knock her door. She know you're not so. So just leave her alone. She just good soul.
Work hard and
No sleep on floor. No man can call her own. She just good soul.
Vonnie.
Not a worry, not a trouble, not dep on my mind. What me say? Enough of them look a waste man, more waste my time. I look still and not coming to answer. Now in and no idiot manza. You know see, said the boy them two out of line. Yeah, she just good, so knock a man can knock her door. She not in a so just leave her alone. She just good, so work hard and not sleep on floor. No man can call her out.
No, sir.
She just Hello women that the man says so follow. When I got Cuban just to shot them with a bow and arrow. Even tomorrow, I saw me I got time. Me not let no man in a me game plan. Till the man them a look so. All them neck them a crook so. Call them know say me good so. That's say she just good so. Not a man can knock her door. She no in a so just leave her alone. She just good so.
Work hard and
No sleep on floor.
No.
No man can call her out.
So what?
She just good so.
Lie. So work hard, miss goody. Me said it, but if you want to push the hoodie. They can't knock on your door, you not stretch out no hand. Independent, you know depend for man.
And no still and not coming to answer. Me dying and no idiot mansa. You know see, said the boy them two out of line. Yeah,
She just
good so.
She just good, so knock a man can knock her door. She no in a so just leave her alone. She just good, so work hard and not sleep on floor. No man can call her out.
She just good so.
She just
Good so.
She just
good so.
She good.
Good
She well good. She double good.
She just good so.
Kandice K.A.S.H, you're more than double good. You're triple
Kandice K.A.S.H,
good.
you know what it means to be good so.
She just good, so.
Big up.
Oh, no. She good, so. Okay? Vonnie in the building. Vonnie, touch
Whoop, whoop.
up the mic. Oh, no. Follow Vonnie. Grab her music. You don't know the thing. Give thanks for coming out. We have Desi Ranks in the building. Vonnie in the building. You don't know Hope Canada bringing you the inclusive and resilient live music and art series each and every Friday with your girl Kandice K.A.S.H, the hostess with the mostest. You don't know. Moksha Canada, big up yourself, creating a platform for artists in Toronto, in Canada. Come and show your talent. Get involved. Go to mokshacanada.com. Go to the Get Involved tab, fill out the performer, and you don't know. Preferred host is Miss Kandice K.A.S.H, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you don't know. Once again, each and every Friday with me right here, Hope Canada. You know, could we good, so?
Not a man can knock her door.
No. One perfect love. Greetings and welcome to Hope Canada's inclusive and resilient live music and art series. It's your girl, Miss Kandice K.A.S.H, once again, and we have Desi Ranks in the building. This is the father of Vonnie, who I just had an interview with, and I just want to say,
Bless.
great job.
Respect.
Great
Thank you,
job.
thank
It
you.
was a pleasure speaking with your daughter, and I'm so looking forward to tapping into your brain because I am well impressed with
Yeah.
the empress that you've raised.
Thanks.
I'd like to say
Thanks.
that.
Yeah.
First and foremost, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Yes.
I
And
hope you're
it's been
doing-
amazing. It's been amazing being here. You know, sometimes we kind of can tend to make ourselves in this little shell that we need to break open.
So
and it's
true.
called a comfort zone that we have
Sure.
to break from that comfort zone. So whatever you do, that you do in your music, it's that comfort zone that you're breaking yourself out of. Every song you do, every person you meet and you talk about, you break yourself from that comfort zone and you grow a little more.
Well, you know, as you say that, I'll let you know something. My comfort zone is not camera. I don't like camera. I could talk anytime, any
Yes.
day. But camera, oh man. Even my people on Instagram be like, you don't even post pictures. I'm so sorry. I am not a camera person. I cannot take a picture of my food. I cannot take a picture. I'm not a camera person. So this is me
Yes.
opening up to comfort. because
right.
this is not my
Awesome.
comfort zone. So
Awesome.
what you said there resonated with me. So I just
Yes.
wanted to bring that out to the world that this is me opening up to you guys also and trying to get into that comfort with the camera. So Desi, you
Yes.
said something and I want to appreciate that because
Thanks.
we do need to come out of our comfort zone.
That's right.
And we do need to let the people know we're all dealing with things, right?
Of course we do. We do.
So Desi, where you from? Which part are you? Are you the
all right.
Jamaica side? Are you the Guyana side? What side you on?
All right.
Because I think Vonnie
right
give
now,
it two.
I live in Hamilton right now,
Uh-huh.
almost like in the downtown vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from Jamaica.
What part?
St. Thomas, Jamaica, Morant Bay,
Okay.
St. Thomas.
Okay.
There used to be a Goodyear tire factory, and that's where I was living right across from it. I even did my my apprenticeship at Goodyear Jamaica Limited. At the time, they're closed out now for a while.
So
But,
anybody tuned in from Jamaica, all you hear that, right? He
Yes.
was back in the day when the good
Yes,
year was
yes,
there. He was
yeah.
across the street from the good year. So anybody who know
Yes.
the people from across the street from the good year, see him here?
Yes.
In my okay, all right.
And the thing about it is that because we left school a while back, a lot of friends that I even left school with before doesn't know that who Desi Ranks is.
Really?
They see it, and a lot of them were surprised to know that it's the same Desmond Mirage that grew up in a Springfield, Mark Bay High School, go Miss Five School. A lot of people didn't know that part of me. 'Cause,
I hear all the high schools because I'm not from Jamaica, but
Yes.
I want to make sure all your
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Morant Bay High School,
Morant Bay High
MBHS,
School.
yes,
Nice.
from the eastern side of Jamaica,
Okay.
parish of St. Thomas,
Okay.
So, as I say, a lot of people didn't know that who Desi Ranks is, That's why I'll say it so many times. I remember one day we were in the studio, and Leroy Gibbons came over with a friend, and I knew the guy from like years before he even had kids, and Leroy Gibbons turned to him and said, "Desi Ranks is an artist too," and he's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, you listen to this radio station?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I started saying, he's like, "That's you?" And I get it so many times. I go on the stage and I come off, and people's like, "You're Desi Ranks?" And I get it, because when I go, I just say, when you put the microphone in my hand, it's different. I'm calm, collective. I listen, I hear everything, And I'm a person. I love people. I love people, But as I say, people will use you in a sense if they find that they can get one up on you. And that's one of the songs that I'm gonna perform. It's called "Can't Hustle Me," because you'll find that because the people think you're nice and you're smiling, they can use you, and they'll try to do stuff. Even sometimes as even younger artists coming up, they get taken for.
Yes.
Because you're eager, you want to go do a song and stuff, and people just take your money, record your song, and not do a good job at
Hello,
it.
some people put it out and it's not even mix and mastered.
I hear it so many times.
And they're making money from your song, and you're here wondering why is that song on
Exactly so.
Spotify?
Exactly so.
That's a few of my songs are on Spotify where I went to the studio, I recorded it, and they just put it out. So
Right.
I had no control, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, what? Why is this here?
That's right.
So I could understand. I can very well with that. Don't let people. So what made you write that song? Have you had a lot of experiences of that?
Oh, a lot of experience. If the amount of
Give me some
the
examples.
amount of
man.
hustle.
We make it juicy
the amount-
now.
okay, we can tell you. One thing was I met a person. Somebody introduced me to him. We're into renovation. I never tell people what I do,
Yeah.
because I just work for a certain type of people because
Right.
because I don't want to get taken for.
Right.
So we were doing a job up in Belleville. This is one incident,
Oh, I
and
know
we
Belleville.
were doing at Tim Hortons and
Okay.
a Esso gas station together. We're working together. When they were finished at 5, I would go back and work till 10, 11, 12 at nights and then go back to the hotel. We'd go up for like a week at a time. And we would work my butt off. And I remember one day, a couple of the guys coming, like whoever, maybe the city inspector or the guy who was in charge of the Tim Hortons stuff. I remember when he came to me one day, because we started real late. We started the job in October, and we were supposed to start it way back the first week of September, and I think it started something like the 28th of October. And he said to us, Doug said to us, he said, "When are you guys gonna finish this?" And I said, "December 21st, 22nd." He's like, "It can't be done." So so he picked the phone up, and I said, "Just get me everything I need." So anyway, I remember when we were done, long story short, we were finished the job, and he came in and he had a list of stuff. And I'm apologizing. It says, Desi, there's nothing on this list is from you. Everything is from Tim Hortons headquarters. They're the one who didn't send this and send that. And he was like, you guys did good, because they were able to open that Tim Hortons that year. At the end of the year, the 28th of December, they did open, because you set goals and stuff, and that's one of the things you have learned through the years is how to set goals. And like as I say, people know that you do certain kind of work, and they always want something. And not calling names anyway, but we
No,
seen it
don't call
happen.
names.
No, we won't call
We're
names.
just talking about the experience.
I know.
right? Yeah.
We don't put them on.
No, don't put them on
No, we
blast.
don't call them. We don't call them out unless they're abusive. We will call you out. If you're abusing a woman, I'll call you out, because we're not into it. I remember one day, Vonnie and I were sitting with this for a friend, and she turned to the friend and says, "My dad will never see a guy abusing a woman and don't say nothing." And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Yep, that's where you are." Because you see so much of it, even in the industry. Women get abused so much, they get taken for and stuff. I just did a song. When was it? In November. It's not out yet. It's talking about the female artists in the industry, about them getting abused, getting taken off and stuff. I'm the person. There's a talk now that used to go around, with, maybe it still does. Don't do anything like Desi Ranks you, because you may hear your name or hear the song about you on the radio the next day.
Wait a second. I saw your right tune. As soon as you see it, you report
that's how I write.
it.
That's how I write.
Okay.
That's how I write. If we get time, I'll go into a little bit of my writing skills and how I write and amount of songs I write and stuff and record. Because we do a lot,
As a matter of fact, I think one of my friends had given me a connect for you. I think it was DJ King from Atlanta had gave me your number and said, you're managing your daughter and you're doing such great things. I reached out to you like 3 times and you never called me back. But I'm so glad that I'm
Yes,
here
yes,
and I get
yes,
to meet
yes,
you now on
yes.
a different
On a different-
content.
yes,
And
yes.
I met you for the first time. Now, we weren't officially introduced.
That's right.
But I met you at John Kitchen's birthday bash. That's when
yes.
I first saw you. Now,
Yes.
I was very tardy. You're in Hamilton. I'm in Ajax. Anyone
Yes.
from the Toronto area know it's about a good hour and change
Oh,
away
yeah,
from
it
each
is.
other.
Yes.
And I was waiting for my children to go to sleep first before I leave to go. So that's sometime after 8, 9. So I didn't get there till after 10 minutes
That's
to
right,
11.
yes.
So when I got there, it was about to wrap up. So I just practically
Yes,
run onto
yes.
the mic,
Yeah,
touch it,
yeah.
and then run off.
Yes,
and
it was
went
great. It
for
was great. It
my-
was great. You did
for my
great.
fun
You
time.
did great. You did great. It was
Thank
real
you.
good. Of course you did.
And
You
like
did
I
real
said,
good.
I didn't. It was just I wanted to do something because that's my bro.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let me
Well,
come.
John's amazing.
Listen,
Amazing.
I've known John over 20 years.
Wow.
Over 20 years. I've been
Wow.
doing music over 20 years. I've been doing more harmonies, hooks, and these type of things, right?
Okay.
But writing and doing stuff has been a great thing, and I appreciate it. But what I wanted to say was, in seeing the music that, you performed, because I was listening, even though I wasn't in the area, I was in the back, smoking it up and listening, because I love to hear artists.
Yes.
And I was like, wait, who's that? Wait, I heard his name, right? But then I'm like, when I came out, I'm like, which one is Desi?
Yeah, I know.
Right? Because I'm not sure. Because listen, John's place had holy artists.
yes.
And I'm like, okay, that's not Desi. And I said, let me go back in with my husband next when he think I'm out here looking, man. So
Yes.
Right,
Bless
so-
up, big up the guys who understand a female in the industry.
yes.
Yes, you know what I
Yes.
mean? You have to big
Listen,
them up. Big them up.
big up all the people who support.
Yes.
Because there are some men who have females as their significant other in the
That's right.
industry, and they're jealous
Exactly
of
so.
everything,
Yes.
even her success. And sometimes it's not easy.
No,
being
it's
in
not.
a relationship with an artist.
No.
Whether it be a male or a female,
I'm
it's
telling
just
you,
not
trust
easy
me.
because the attention you have
Yes.
to compete with, and then when you get busy, you don't have the time,
Mm-hmm.
right? So big up. Now, with us saying that, more I ask you,
Yes.
who is your cheerleaders? Who are your motivators? The people that are in your team, the Desi Ranks musical
Mm-hmm.
family, that keeps you moving forward, even when you're tired and
Yes.
your creative juices depleted. Because we have those days. You know what I mean?
Of course
we
we
have
do.
those days.
We do.
Your creative juices are depleted. You're tired. Where does the support come for Desi Ranks?
A lot of it probably comes from way back to sometimes a lot of it probably comes from me because I'm they look at me as some kind of leader in the business.
Which is good.
Which is amazing.
Which is a good
I
thing.
love it.
Yeah.
I've been around. I'm telling a fast story. I've been around like I was
No,
the
no,
I
no,
was
don't tell me
the
the fast story. Tell me the real story.
the real story.
Real story.
I was the youngest kid playing in the dance hall in Jamaica. I'll tell you why I say that. You know King Yellowman,
Of course.
Fathead, Blessing Martin gone. But King Yellowman, before King Yellowman doing first song, I was playing on the sound system, A.C.S International. As a kid, when A.C.S International came out, the name was A.C.S Disco. And he was rebuilding, Jimmy was rebuilding the set, the sound system. Jimmy and my dad were best friends. And so they rebuilt back the sound system and they were having like a 3-day beach bash. And so they were doing all the, before they call it placard, you know, like the Bristol board stuff. That's how they used to write them with markers. And as a kid, I was kind of creative and they asked me to write them. And the first one I wrote it said A.C.S Disco. And I said to myself, as a 12-year-old at the time, I said, you can't call the big sound system disco. And I changed it to A.C.S International Disco. And that name stuck with the sound system forever. I even remember when Yellowman did his first song. When he did his first song where the sound system was playing in Ocho Rios. And Jimmy A.C.S came to me because Yellowman was supposed to perform the night too. And he says, he called me Baya at the time, you know. And my dad's Indian. And he's like, Baya, the man used a lot of tape, you know. A lot of tape. Because he just want to be perfect. Bless him heart. Look how we look at Yellowman today. He was the first international DJ that made money out of the music.
Wow.
You know, so which was amazing. So all those days, you know, you're there, you know, DJs, the selectors, they go and they play till 11. And then you as a little kid, you get to play till them going party and stuff. And you play till 7 in the morning as a little kid. Cause my dad's truck used to bring the sound system. So that's that little part of it now. Fast forward, I had a chance to come to Canada. My brother was living here.
At what age? Because I know we in the journey, so I want to make sure I kind of pinpointing some timelines.
I can't talk age, you know. I
Okay,
can't
let me not
talk age.
but give me a
I'm
year now.
sorry.
Give me a year. Give me something
You
now.
can't add it up. You'll add it up.
Give me a year. Give me something.
I came here in
You can't give me a chronology.
I came here in
and we
1991. On the
Okay.
27th of March 1991, I came here. It was a Holy Thursday. So you know, I've been here for a bit, and I start meeting these guys who play music in a band. Herman and Bob just passed out. I'll tell a quick thing about Bob after. Bob just passed out. These guys, they were always into reggae. So we had formed a little band called Perfect Mix, and we're performing a few places, like an 8-piece band, 4 guys from Hamilton, 4 guys from Toronto, and we're performing. We're supposed to perform at the K.A.S.H Park. We had a couple shows and stuff, and I had a restaurant at the time, a Jamaican restaurant, and I was funding everything, and we did a show. No money didn't really make. We didn't make any money, and some other guys, the other musicians, they wanted to get paid. We didn't understand because we were in it together. Our goal was to go big, and that's what we're talking. Because the sound was good. We had in 6 weeks, we had like so many followers at our shows. 6 weeks, you know. And how I got caught into it. This was how I got caught into it. I got involved in the music in Hamilton like that because my friends were doing music, play the drums, you know, they play the guitar, then you know they'll sing. And I just went for just the fun. So we were supposed to have a show, and all the top guys who were singing, they would never bring a song to practice. So every week they bring one song. So the next week I'll bring a song. Let me try a song. So I brought a song in the car.
What's the song you bring? What's the song you bring?
I brought, yeah, right. And I brought the Carpenter, John Old Carpenter. And the next week I brought another song. And like, oh, hello, Carol. And these songs. And at the show, these guys are performing 1 and 2 songs, and I'm doing 10 songs, and I'm not the artist. I never want to sing. I didn't want to sing, you know. But you know, like a lot of history came from before that. And
So were you a musician or you're an instrument player at the time?
no, I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was just doing like vocals. I just did
Right.
vocals, you know. But these guys were my friends. We were real close, and that's how I got caught into it. And fast forwarding, I remember Bob. I remember how most of it started now into the recording and stuff. I'm in K.A.S.H Park Festival. And I remember Vonnie sang at my mom's funeral. And I probably heard her sing before. I used to put her in front of people and say, sing for that guy, sing for the person. And she'd be shy, but she would sing. I put her in this lady's arm and she sang, and the lady just like crying, like tears. And, she was like, at the time, she was 2, 3 when she did that. So we're coming through Gage Park, and they have a karaoke thing. I never known about karaoke at the time. And I said, Vonnie, go do a song. And she's like, no, Dad. I'm like, go do a song. And she says, no. And at the time, look, this is how life can change for people. At the time, I only had $10. I only had $10, I swear. And the guy says, $5 to sing the song. And if you want on a CD, it's $10. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So I gave somebody, said, oh, she'll do a song. I still have the CD today when she was 12 or 11. And she recorded a song on a CD. The guy recorded a song. It's a song by JoJo. And we recorded it on the CD. And just right after that, my friend, Bob, he gave me a program. We're doing some little recording. I had a computer and stuff, plugging a mic into it, and he gave me a program, and we were starting to doing some recording. I had 3 songs recording on it for Vonnie. Now, no Desi yet. And I have a friend. He just passed off 2 weeks ago. Oh my God!
So sorry to hear that.
Yes, he's in Delaware. He had a club in Delaware and a club in Philadelphia.
Wow.
So I drove down to see him in Delaware, and I'm playing the 3 songs on a cassette or CD.
CD. Let me say CD. Let me say CD for the story.
And a CD.
Right.
It was a CD. And I'm playing the songs, and he comes to me, he's like, who's that singing? I said, it's my little daughter. And he says, do you know that she's singing better than a lot of artists that comes to my club? And this is how it started. He says, get her into singing lessons. I never thought of, I didn't know what the heck singing lessons is. I don't know this.
So glad you took the time to listen.
But this is what happened. I didn't at the time.
Oh.
When I came back, he never stopped calling me. And every time he calls me, he says, did you get her into lessons? And I'm like, not yet. He's like, get her into lessons. So there was a karaoke place in Hamilton at the time. I started buying a few karaoke CDs. And then, we started searching for a vocal coach. So one lady was living 5 minutes from me. I call her up, and she says, yes, she will see her the next week. This was like in the middle of the week, the next week, Friday. So she called me and she canceled me. And she was living 5 minutes. I didn't even meet her. I called her on the phone. But I got this card from the karaoke place. And the same day, Sheldon, he calls me. He's like, you get the girl into lessons yet? I said, I'm trying to find somebody. And I said to Vonnie, I said, listen, I called her up. I was working. I called her. I said, listen, I'm going to give this number. You call Teresa. This is supposed to be your gig. You're going to make this call. Right? And
Give her that independence.
That's right. That's right. So she calls up Teresa, and she called back. She said, Dad, she's so nice that she'll take me tonight. I'm like, really? Okay. And so we went in, and I was doing a lot of my work was like out of town and stuff. And Teresa would take us, the last person in the night. And because she was like doing her vocal lessons from her home at the time. And that's how it started. So I sat in every one of her vocal lessons. So I got free lessons.
And that's how you started.
That's how I started to get involved in it. And then one day I came in from work, and one of the guys, John Cardi, was there, and he said, I have a song for you to do a verse on. I'm like, that time I just was starting to build my little studio. We went to Texas, and we met a guy who had one of the contestants in the American Idol. She was in the number 10 position. And he started telling me about his studio and how wide I need to get. And I came up back and I said, okay, but I had a studio where we built, had some little stuff in it. And John Cardi, he says, can you put a verse on one of this? I said, bro, I'm not singing nothing. I didn't make the studio. I made it for you guys to do your stuff.
Right.
And I ended up doing a verse on it. And the second song I did, Vonnie did a collaboration, and I love the part Vonnie did, and I took it out of it. I didn't understand what I'm doing, took it out, and I started cutting it in and make a song out of it, and they're like, oh, the song's good. I'm like, oh, okay. And what happened, fast forward now, I have a few friends who were living in Toronto, J Beats and Rocket at the time. They were on still producers. They were losing their place. I think it was in Ajax. They were losing their place. And I didn't know them as well, but I said, guys, you can come stay with me. And they stayed with me for like a year and a half. And another friend who lived 5-10 minutes from me, Julius Wilson, he's kind of getting big now too. They all were there like for a year and a half. And we made music every day. Every day.
Wow.
That he'll call me up and he'll be like, this, you make me like this now. And I'm like, why? He said, you ask me for a beat every day. I had like 6, 7 songs that we did on a CD. I was in Jamaica, 2013, just driving up and down with some friends, artists, guidance, and a couple of other buddies. And they start hearing the songs on it, and they're like, so Michael Spinners keeps saying, "Who's that?" And every song he comes up, I said, "That's me." He's like, "Oh, you have so much different voice." And I'm like, "I don't know, you know."
My versatility. That's what you have to
That's
say.
right.
Okay.
So in 2014, in January, I recorded like 8 songs. The February, I recorded another 8 songs. I was in Jamaica for the whole month of March. And I came up back because I understand a little about goal setting. I said, I'm going to set a goal to do 20 songs. Maybe I can do it. I'm not sure. When 15 days in, I didn't have 10 songs. And at the end of the month, I had 31 songs recorded. Not written. Because I was writing 5, 6 songs a day. I have books and books and books of songs that I write. I just
setting.
love
So important.
goal setting is very important. There's something about goal setting. They say when you set a goal, the universe brings things and people in to help you reach that goal. And that's something we have to remember. Never use, I don't use the word can't and no. Because you set up a roadblock. You see, the stuff they've been teaching us since we were growing up in school is can't and no. They don't teach you how to become you, which is so important.
Or entrepreneur, that mindset.
Why not?
Yes.
Why we weren't taught that as kids coming up, you know? Look at all of these young people now. That's why I mentor. There's kids who've been coming to my home since they were going kindergarten, and they still come to my home today. They open my door because I got a keypad on it, and they open it and they come in. Sometimes 2 in the morning. Wait, who's that? Oh, it's Nick. Oh, okay. I want to use the studio. Okay, go on, bro. And I mentor them. I love them. I just love people. I love people. The first thing I'm going to do is give you a hug. I love people. And that's me, you know. But I always tell people, don't take that part of me, not because I smile, you think I'm weak. I'm not weak. You know, I have a passion for people. Right. And if you're stuck in Mississauga or Toronto and you call me and say, Desi, 2 in the morning, I say, you know, some have a flat tire, I say, I soon come. And that's the way I am. And that's the way
So, what's your number? So that just in case I
905 966 2546.
just in case I get stuck somewhere.
And that's me. And that's me. You know, there's so many young artists that will come through to the studio.
And I love the fact that you're mentoring.
Yes.
Because I think that is something that is missing. There's no one teaching the emerging artists. There's no one showcasing the emerging artists.
No.
There's no one helping them to set goals. Give them some next steps.
They'll bury them.
Get your SOCAN registration.
That's right.
You know, simple
That's right.
steps to take.
That's right. There's one artist, Chico. He just did a song. Anyway, so he's supposed to be coming this week or something like that. He wants to set up his SOCAN, so he's coming in to see me.
Nice.
You know, so which is awesome. Like, you know, I make one promise to every single person that walks through my studio door.
What's that?
Whether it's an artist or a producer or whoever it is, if they sit in my studio with me, I make this promise. I said, before you leave out of here today, my duty. I think the need for me. I am about it. My duty is for you to be 25% more turned up than you walk through my door.
Wow.
And I've seen it. I can call names over and over. The first time I met Horace Martin, 2017, there was a show in Toronto, in Vonnie or something like that. And Mr. Bertus just came up from Jamaica. He came up, and Horace said, "Can I come by the studio?" Because Bertus told him I have a studio. I just met him, and he says, and I said, "Oh, sure." So the first time when he came over, when he's leaving, he said, "Can I come back? You guys have so much vibes." He says, "Everywhere else I go, people are miserable." And I'm like, "Sure." You know, and I'm not sure how many songs he had before or whatever he had, but I can tell you that he has more singles because he loves coming there with my friend. You know, I even mixed his last album, you know, because we do stuff. And even for the musical ambassador, that's how I got into like most of the reggae, because I was like a real hardcore deep voice artist. No one thought this, no one but
You was a Bushy Bantan.
right. I was that kind of artist until I met Horace Martin, and he started giving me some beats from the musical ambassador. The musical ambassador was the producer for like Eddie Fitzroy, Horace Martin, because I have a hand into
Real
Eddie
veteran
Fitzroy.
you're dealing with, eh?
I,
Real
I have
veteran
hands in
article.
I have hands in a lot of veteran artist music, but people don't know. I've mixed a lot of the songs. They don't know. You know, mix and master a lot of them. Make their album covers that I'm learning. But I make album covers because the musical ambassador and I were
Okay,
became
so
friends.
right
you know?
now I go in and link up with Desi
Yes,
Ranks right
link up
about
with-
now,
trust
you
me.
know.
Yes.
Desi, so let me
Yes,
know.
yes.
Let the people know how to find you.
All right, DESIRANKS. Just if you type it in Google or wherever you type it, you'll find me. So it's on Instagram. It's official Desi Ranks.
Okay.
Quick story. One of my guy from Jamaica in the street, he called me one day and he says, "Why don't you change your name?" I said, "Bro, I've gone too far. I can't change my name." I said, "Google my name and see what comes up." And he says, "Whoa, I've seen songs that I don't even know you did." And I said, "Google your name and tell me what comes up." And he says, "Well, there's only one thing." I said, "You need to do more." Right, you know.
Desi,
So yes.
Are you ready for the people to see you? Because I'm ready to see you.
Bring it
perform.
on.
I'm ready
Where the
to see
selector
you
there?
mash up
Juke
the
blocks
stage.
where there? Bless it. Hey, you
I
know
just
what?
want to say
Appreciate
thank you
it.
so
I appreciate
much
it.
for coming in, for
Yes.
spending time with me, for having this interview. I look forward to
Yes.
doing music with you guys, you and Vonnie. Vonnie, I'm looking forward to doing some music with you, girl. Looking
Yes.
forward to doing some music with you, Desi. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
taking the time to give us the vibes, give us a little bit of the journey, because
Yes.
you know we have a lot more to go. But you're
Exactly
welcome
so,
to
yes.
come back at
Oh,
any time.
oh, most
to
definitely.
Hope Canada,
Yes.
presented to you by Moksha.
Oh, I forgot to mention this.
Yes,
my
please.
my album is coming out. My reggae album, 14 tracks. I think 6 of the tracks I produce or 8
Full
of them
album.
myself. Full reggae album, inspirational. Well, and I have like the great Twiggy, the best voice in the industry, reggae industry, doing backup vocals and songs on there for me. You know, and there's like Far East and in this time rhythm. There's like so many real good
article
real
rhythms.
article rhythms,
Hey.
and it's like. Album, I don't think you can take it out of whatever you're playing it. You won't be able to take it because I'm gonna do one of the song. If you don't believe in the powers of the Most
Most
High,
High.
Vonnie's doing the backup vocals, and you probably hear a little voice. Rastafari.
People look out for that.
Yes,
If you believe
yes.
in the power of
It's
the
coming
Most High.
It's coming out at the end of the album's coming out the end of February here or mid-March.
So we're looking out for the album end of February, mid-March. But what we're gonna say is soon.
Soon
right?
come.
Check out Desi Ranks. Google Desi Ranks.
Bless.
Email Desi Ranks. You don't know. Follow the crew, the whole crew. Vonnii, Desi Ranks, the whole Hamilton crew. You don't know. Hope Canada. We love to have artists. So if you're an artist and you're in the Toronto area, or you're in Canada and will be in the Toronto area, or you're international and you're coming to the Toronto area, go to mokshacanada.com, get involved, hit that tab, fill out the performer, and select your preferred host, Miss Kandice K.A.S.H. All right? All right. One Perfect Love. Let's check out Desi Ranks.
Hi, my name is Desi Ranks, and I'm from Hamilton, Ontario. And just want to say thank you, a real huge thank you for Hope Canada to give me the opportunity to perform for you live here today. Listen, I want to take a chance to big up Moksha Canada Foundation and the Empress. You guys know the Empress. You need to know the Empress. Kandice K.A.S.H. Go search for her name, man. Go search for her. Go find everything that she has and just go give her some love all over the place because she deserves it. Because she's doing more than a lot of people is doing right now. Anyway, big up yourself, Kandice. Blessings every time. Yes. Rastafari. Bless her. We know all know that there's a greater power that you have to believe in, right? All right, Desi Ranks, hear me. If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, who do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, then who do you believe in? Jah is my light in everything I do, my creator, my salvation too. With Jah by my side, I fear no one, not even enemies with the powerless destruction. If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, who do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, then who do you believe in? He created everything, the food, the herbs, and the birds that sing. He has risen me up, take me out of my sin. The good book helps me to be clean from within. And with Jah by my side, I'll never lose but win. If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, who do you believe in? If you don't believe in the Most High, then who do you believe in? He's my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? I miss no other one. My protector, me say all day long. With Jah by my side, it keep me well strong. Nobody can take me that no Jah. And me know say with the life him a go keep me well long. And to him me just a keep on holding well strong. Until the last day, big up every earth strong. If you don't believe in the powers of the Most High, what do you believe in? Yes, selector. Yes. Bless it up, you know. You gotta believe in something or you fall for something too. They say if you don't believe in something, you're gonna fall for something, right? But anyway, I'll just say big up Moksha Canada Foundation for giving me the opportunity to perform here for you today. And my next track is called Can't Hustle Me. You all know that there's somebody out there always lurking in the darkness, trying to take those things away from you that you work hard for. And that's the reason for this track. It's called Can't Hustle Me. Don't let people hustle you. Come with it.
You know?
You know?
Some man are easy, you know.
You hear that?
Woman too.
We're talking about everybody, you know.
You just try to protect those people before they work hard for.
Don't let people hustle you.
Think Jah.
What does the rank say?
You do that, you know.
You can't
make them hustle me at all. Desi Ranks. Me nah make them hustle me at all. Me just nah make them hustle me at all. Me nah make you hustle me at all. Say look how hard me work. Forget where me have. And as you come round, everything you want grab. I hold on tighter, and then I fall in crab. When you see say me no idiot, enough back chat and I go on like you mad. You can't make them hustle you at all. Don't make them hustle you at all. Can't make them hustle you. Don't make them hustle you. They must think you a fool because you act so cool. But don't make them hustle you at all. You mustn't make them hustle you at all.
Listen.
Wolf in a sheep clothing. Promise and can't do a thing. Wash over gold and thing. Full up of the pure false bling. Try so hard, forget where you want. Don't make none of them tell you you can't. Try so hard, to kill your game plan. Make them know you held by the big man. You can't make them hustle you at all. Don't make them hustle you at all. Can't make them hustle you. Don't make them hustle you. They must think you a fool because you act so cool. But don't make them hustle you at all. You mustn't make them hustle you at all. Tell you how much them want go get you when you want, but them not try hard to do for them part. No for them jealous and have corrupt heart. Try slow you down when you a move fast. Father, me say fi show them up when them try and get you drink out a broken cup. No sir, don't follow them. If you have a clean heart, you will no fake friend. Can't make you hustle me at all. Me nah make you hustle me at all. You too wicked and blurt, not bad. Me say me nah make you hustle me at all. Me just nah make you hustle me. Why you try to do that? Can't make you hustle me. No, no, no. Me just nah make you hustle me. Me can't make you do that. Can't make you hustle me. No, 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 no. Then you remember that you have bills too. Sometime with the kids you want to chill out, take a two. Who them a fool like that can't find nothing to do? I tell you no fly like say you a bugaboo. Post a couple pictures with your work, and them a call you when I tell you them a hurt. But with me hard labor, me a begging a flirt. Watch too much TV, you must see Netflix your work. You can't make them hustle you at all. Don't make them hustle you at all. Yes sir. Let's hear what it says. Don't let people hustle you. You work hard, right? Don't make people hustle you. Moksha, big up yourself. Miss Kandice, K.A.S.H, big up yourself. Blessings, come on. And my next track I'm gonna bring to you, it's called Medina. It was on a #1 album that was sold in Jamaica. #1 on a show in Jamaica, whatever. On the radio in Jamaica. It's called Medina. I want you to listen to this track. Anyway, it's a fun track. You know, everybody know about the herbs and stuff of the hills and the valleys that we use to cure little things. Sometimes you don't feel like going somewhere. So listen to the words of this song. It's a beautiful track. Medina, come with it. That's your production. Yes, we just a talk about the naturality. Prescription, say me nah go fill it. Me have me little virgin, me say up in the hills. And the least as they get me, say me go check it. Medina, pull up in a fi me backpack. Medina, police all pull me over. Medina, no weed, no in a that. Medina, yes me get it from the farmer. Medina, pull up in a fi me boxer. Medina, me no want get turned over. Medina, sit down like a horse on a truck. Medina, me no want no Viagra. Me have something for me senorita. She tell me say fi hurry up and come over. She ask me I want me say me tell you later. Me bring it in and me back it at the Medina. She can't left me cause me full of strong back. 19 shoot and me better than that. I feel the strong cause me don't want fi flap. Big smile on her face cause the roots put me walk. Pull up in a fi me backpack. Medina, police all pull me over. Medina, no weed, no in a that. Medina, yes me get it from the farmer. Medina, pull up in a fi me boxer. Medina, me no want get turned over. Medina, sit down like a horse on a truck. Medina, me no want no Viagra. Ask me things like if me go a doctor. Me no know where she ask me the question for. And I tell me she want with doctor order. But me do like doctor nor practitioner. Tell her me have something way much better. Me go in on the hills, go check me farmer. One thing you know where the ranks are come for is a big fat no daddy. Medina, Medina, pull up in a fi me backpack. Medina, police all pull me over. Medina, no weed, no in a that. Medina, yes me get it from the farmer. Medina, pull up in a fi me boxer. Medina, me no want get turned over. Medina, sit down like a horse on a truck. Medina, me no want no Viagra. Sometimes she want get a little upset. Them time they me feel like me want fi left. Neighbor they come around want fi take set. Then she change her mind, tell me sing and no left. But if you run down me shadow now, you will never catch it. Give it up. But if you run down your shadow now, give it up. Well alright. Yes, me just a talk about the naturality. Prescription, say me nah go fill it. Me have me little virgin, me say up in the hills. And the least and Desi get me, say me go check him. Yes, blessings. Want to say thank you. Thank you very much to Moksha Canada Foundation and for the beautiful opportunity that you have given me to introduce myself to so much more people that wouldn't have known me because of Moksha Foundation. And listen, you need to go check out Moksha Foundation and go, there's forms and stuff for you to fill out to get yourself here. They're doing a lot for the people, and you need to make sure that you get yourself exposed as an artist. You get yourself exposed because a lot of people are lazy. We are lazy sometimes. We don't want to do anything. And we need people to pull our hands. No, you got to make the first move. It's called the 51% rule. You got to care more than Moksha. Get yourself in the game. Boop.
Wait, don't go nowhere. Thank you so much, Desi, for letting the artists know they have to get involved. Desi, I love your performance. Thanks so much for coming out and showing the people Desi Ranks, people. Desi Ranks. Check out his music. Where are we finding you, Desi?
I'm all over the internet. I'm all over. I have about 40 something, 50 songs that's out right now, and I have a brand new album I'm gonna drop it's supposed to be dropping the end of February. So between the end of February and mid-March, there's a brand new album with all the tracks are like foundation tracks. The tracks are gonna teach you, they're gonna motivate you, they're gonna make you feel good about yourself. You know, so if you don't forget. So it's got and listen to me. You see me? But you see me, you mess up my brain because me I try to motivate you. You need to motivate yourself.
Give thanks. Once again, you are here with us each and every Friday for Hope Canada inclusive and resilient live music and art series. Each and every Friday with your hostess with the mostest, Miss Kandice K.A.S.H. Desi Ranks in the building, people. Yes. Woo! Done know. Follow, check out, buy. You done know. See you next week.